Hey, it's me, Bernard. Welcome to my channel once again. Kindly like the page and also subscribe so that you can be getting notification. You can be getting new videos we are dropping every day by day. In our last video, we talked about introduction to magnetic contactor part 1, in which we introduce all the components of a contactor, of a good contactor, and the feature and the working principle of every feature of a contactor. And we equally talk about we promised to release video in which we're going to feature some contactors, a lot of contactors. The other day we brought in this contactor, and that was what we use as a sample. We checked the contactor. This contactor here is one of the new one of the contactor we have in the market today. As you can see, this is this is Hitachi. This is from Hitachi. Yeah, this is from Hitachi. So this is one of the contactor, and also we have another one. When you see this in the market, it's equally a contactor too. Now, looking at this video, you notice that this contactor is a little bit different. Does it different? Yes, a little bit different from this. And what is the difference? If you look at the video critically, if you look at the contactor critically, though if we did not explain, you might not really know the difference. Number one, aside from the manufacturer, you will see that you notice that this contactor does not have auxiliary. Like this one has auxiliary contact, like we were saying, normally close and normally open contact. But looking at this does not have normally close. It does not have auxiliaries. There's no auxiliaries. Then this one has every contactor has the coil terminal, always labeled A1, A2, A1, A2. Yeah, A1, A2. This one to also have what we call A1 is A1. Have it turned to the other side, the A2 is somewhere around here. Yeah, is this. So in circuit or in a panel in which this one will be used, there must be an auxiliary contactor, again, that will has multiple, that will have many contacts. They normally target X42X in a contactor, in a panel rather. So that contactor will have varieties of auxiliary contacts. So another thing they can also do in the panel is to put auxiliary contacts. They will cock auxiliary contact on the head. So they normally attach it, detach it and attach it. They will just lock it on this head. So, and the contactor will be controlling it from the head. So that is why this one does not have inbuilt auxiliary contact. So that is a contactor too. We still have another contactor. This very contactor is Siemens product. Let's check if we have auxiliary contact here. Yes, we have. This is auxiliary contact. This is normally close, normally open. Okay, this is normally open contact, and this is normally close contact. Okay, I think it's like this. Let me check. Let me use my meter. Like I said the other day, if you are checking, if you are confused, always use your meter to confirm your polarity, to confirm your terminal. So as for me now, I don't know which one is normally close and which one is normally open. As you can see, I'm not even sure. This is one of the contactors that will be giving you issues when you are using them. Like this one now, the normally close contact is not even working again. Yeah, it's not working again. It's supposed to be like this. It's not working again. Maybe that was the reasons why I removed it from the panel. So any cable you connect to this guy, it's not going to function well again. Why? Because normally close has become normally open, so the circuit will not complete. So, and that's one of the things why your machine will not be running, or your machine will be running all of a sudden, your machine will stop. So you have to confirm all these auxiliary contacts. Whenever normally closed become normally open, then your machine will stop running. So that is just it. Then the other parameters remain the same. The other parameters remain the same. The fixed contacts remain fixed contacts. We turn to the other side, the same fixed contacts. So every parameter remain the same, and the coil, like we said, is inside the contactor, the coil of the contactor. So the moving coil, this one has moving coil, as you can see. It has moving coil. This one too has moving coil. It has moving coil. And this one too has moving coil. So that's another contactor. Then we have another contactor as well. It's another contactor as well. So this contactor is a product of telemechanic. So telemechanic. So this telemechanic is one of the biggest contactor. Though this is not the biggest, but one of the medium-sized contactor in the market. Is very big, but forget about how big it is. You see a contactor, so you see the same thing like other contactors here on my table. Now the feature that all the feature that this one has, this one also has it as well. Remember the moving contact and the moving coil. So the moving iron core, you see the same thing. Looking at the moving contact, at the fixed contact is also the same thing. The coil is also the same thing. The coil is inside, it's internal, you cannot see it. And the moving contact, like we said, the moving contact is equally wired inside, it's internal as well. So do we have a normally close and normally open here? Let's check. I think yes, see it, NC, that's normally close. NO, that's normally open. Yes, we have it. So meaning if you read from this terminal to this terminal, it should not read to each other, because it's normally close. Why? If you read this terminal to the other terminal, you should not read, because it's normally open. Unless if you want to alter this, that's when you manually energize the coil. Once you manually energize the coil, then the parameters will change. Normally close will become normally open, and normally open will become normally close. So I think these are the contactors I was able to lay my hand on for now. If I see another one, I can also bring it on board. But I tell you, contactor is always contactor, no matter the size, no matter the structure, no matter the manufacturer. Contactor is always contactor. All what is important is to check your parameters. Maybe for instance, you may remove this from your panel, you remove this from your circuit, and you bought this. Probably you get this, you remove this from your system, and you want to replace it with this. I tell you, it's still the same thing. So what you just need to do is to look at the auxiliary contact. So once you remove from normally close here, you remember to put it on normally close here as well. So normally open here, then you put it on normally open here. Before you know it, your panel will begin to work fine. So this is how far we can go today. Please kindly like this page and also subscribe, so that the next video you will see, you will surely receive the next video. In the next video, we are going to open up the contactor. We'll be talking about many components that is embedded inside the contactor, like the moving contacts that we say we cannot see, and the moving iron core, the fixed iron core, and the coil of the contactor. Everything is embedded inside the contactor. But once you open up the contactor, I know a lot of people want to see what is inside the contactor. So, and then we're going to talk about voltage level of a contactor. So meaning we're going to open up the contactor in the next video, so you will see how the internal structure look like, and we're going to talk about the voltage level of every contactor you see in the market. Kindly like this page and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time.